We're off to Caffeine and Octane.
Yes, we are.
Driving the big body Benz.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll see you check in when we get there.
I mean, this is so 90s Japanese right here, it's not even funny. So, this car right now is for sale here at Caffeine and Octane, ATL JDM. Check these guys out, these are good friends of mine. The islands of the Caribbean, these little fuckers are everywhere.
The guy I got this from he was an English teacher in the Philippines.
Right.
And he imported like 5 of them.
Yeah.
And this was the best one. It was his son's, and his son is in the service. He moved out to Texas, but I found it right down the road in Douglasville. I was looking for a Samurai.
Right.
I've never had a right-hand drive anything.
Right.
I jumped in it. It was so easy. I said, yeah.
Yeah, they're so simple.
But yeah, and it's literally got 36,000 miles on it.
And,
Oh, wow.
and on tight trails, they'll damn near outdrive anything because they're so small.
Well, I went and tested out a Samurai that had a little bit of a lift on it, and that guy was going, I mean, places that I couldn't imagine. We just drove down through the woods.
Yeah.
He said, dude, you're not gonna break it.
Yeah, because the rest of the world doesn't drive a Range Rover. This is what they have.
Yeah, this is their Range Rover. That's right.
This is their Range Rover in other parts of the world.
Yep.
So there's your 650cc little 3-cylinder turbo engine that has the intercooler on it the size of a dinner plate.
Yeah.
And the turbo is about the size of the dessert that you'd have on
Yeah, it's a tiny little thing. There's a turbo right there.
Yeah, the nice thing about this, if it breaks down, you just pick it up, put it in your pocket, take it home.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's just so simple. It's just
And it's got air conditioning. That's not the problem.
This one has air conditioning that works. Wow.
Yep, right here's the little compressor.
Yeah. Oh, okay. This one, not all of them do.
Yeah, it's an AC car.
Oh my God. I think the key fob for my Mercedes is bigger than that AC compressor.
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
Here, let's see.
It is absolutely tiny.
Let's see.
That's half of it.
Here's
right there.
yeah, it's about the same size.
That is insane.
But there's nothing on here that can break, really.
No.
That's the thing about this. And anybody can work on this. You can field strip this engine in an hour if you had to.
Yeah.
And you'll get 40 miles to the gallon.
It
Gas saver.
Yeah, it gets about 35. The way I drive, which is pretty wide open.
Oh yeah, no, these have absolutely no torque whatsoever, and to get any power out of them, you got to be on the rev limiter all the time. So,
and at 55, it's about $6,000.
yeah, these things on the freeway in this country are scary.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause
I know. We got to 70 on the way here, and that was a record.
Wow, that's a record.
Yeah.
Were you going downhill?
Yeah. And it was peaking out. About 6,500 RPM.
Nice.
It don't hurt it.
No?
At first I was nervous, but all the research I've done on it, they love it.
Yeah, no, these are just, it is. And they actually are still making this today. There's a new one out that people would love to buy in the United States, but you know.
They will not.
Our wonderful laws that we have here.
And somebody was saying that they just put a stop on K-trucks too.
In some states, yeah, they have. Some states they have. I know Rhode Island is one of them. And believe it or not, Kansas.
Really?
Yeah. Kansas is also a state where you can't register one of those military Hummers for the road legally.
Really?
Yeah, in Kansas. Kind of shocked me.
Yeah, that is kind of odd.
Because around here, you'll see people with surplus military Hummers with plates on them. They drive all the time.
No problem.
Yeah, no problem. Well, it's Georgia.
Yeah.
They don't care what you drive as long as it passes emissions.
Yep.
Anyway, and I found these on the 140. A guy was selling them. And I bought it for one of my cars, and I just happened to put them on here to see how they look. It looked great.
Yeah, I actually just bought brand new tires for my stock wheel. Oh, this is perfect rat rod, just a hodgepodge parts.
Yeah.
I can't remember what model of Toyota that came out of.
81 Corolla.
Corolla. Okay.
C3T.
Okay.
CT3, whatever.
Yeah.
It's got the 5-speed out of the Toyota. It's got the pedal assembly, the hydraulic brakes, the master cylinder, the clutch cylinder, all out of the Toyota.
Wow. Okay, you really went for it.
It's literally like driving an 81 Toyota.
Yeah.
Nice.
I really like all the machined metal and turned metal you got in here for the interior panels.
Part of the reason that I did that is because upholstery is very expensive, but also I wanted this to look like a vaudeville soft flat race car.
Yeah.
And so that's the idea. Is originally I was going to paint numbers on the side and all that. And I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Keep it clean.
I wouldn't either.
can't make myself do that.
And the brass,
Yeah, yeah.
the brass accents all around.
Yeah.
It's all that's copper. I used to work for a company. It's great because you keep machinery. And we did. That's the kind of stuff we did. That's actually a piece of 2 1/8 inch plumbing tubing.
Okay.
I spun the ends closed on the machine.
Yeah.
Pulled the T's, split it in half, made it mount, and then put the gauges in it and the switches in it.
Works so well.
And then there's copper on the headlights. And
Yeah.
this-
Oh, yeah.
The wire.
I hadn't been back here
The
yet.
wire piece over here is copper.
Oh.
This is from a Fordson tractor.
Wow.
This is from a school bus, Indian motorcycle.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just from my sick mind.
Yeah.
Nice.
81 Toyota.
Real.
You like
I
that
like
gas
that fuel
gauge?
gauge.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always accurate.
Well, while you're watching videos on my YouTube page, I just want to take a moment out of my day to thank our sponsor, stickandwrap.com. Stickandwrap.com has all of your commercial vehicle and advertising needs for your business. Right here, this is the owner. This is Jay, aka Stick. What kind of services do you offer here for customers?
Pretty much we do a lot of commercial signs, signs for business owners, any designs that they need, logos, so we do a lot of that in-house, and we offer those and we ship them out to people that need our services.
And it's stickandwrap.com, is it not?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, go to stickandwrap.com for all of your commercial business advertising needs.
Le gusta el roce, le gusta tanto. Está
LS3 and a mail truck? This is awesome. LS1? Okay. I went too far off.
I wish it was a 6.2.
Right. But this is a lot of cool for not a lot of money, because these mail trucks are a dime a dozen, and they're cheap. You can find them anywhere.
They're a lot harder to find than you think.
Yeah, they are.
They're like super rare and they're not cheap anymore.
They used to be really cheap.
Because so many people have tried to get them and do stuff to them. So now
they're ranging anywhere from 10 to like 15,000 plus.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
And that's before you dump another 10, 15 grand in there. Because I remember that, well, thank you for educating me, because it wasn't too long ago where finding an old surplus mail truck really wasn't that big a deal.
Well, you were able to find the surplus ones, but they weren't mail trucks. They're actually the civilian ones where the post office will not actually sell any of theirs. They crush every single one. They strip them and crush them. So, like, if you see one that says Grauman, it was like a civilian one, that a rural mail carrier or like a waterworks company for like a government one. So,
Because the one that comes to my house doesn't say Grumman on it.
yeah, doesn't have a tag bracket on it.
No.
And then the back of it has a diamond plate, so when you pull the mail in and out, it doesn't scratch it.
Yeah.
Little tiny differences. To the human eye,
Yeah.
you can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
This is still a pretty cool project, though.
Yeah.
People see this, they go down the road, they'll just assume it's a mail truck, and they're not going to assume it's going to scoot.
Yeah. It was surprising people driving down the highway yesterday when you're getting passed by the mail truck, and the mail truck's just like,
So, LS1 engine, what transmission? 4L85?
4L60.
Okay, now look at you down the highway, though.
It's built. Everything's done in it. Motor's been built now. We did have problems with the first build. We busted a rod. Had to rebuild it.
Good there. Rear end is stock, or?
It is a stock rear end, but they were beefier, so they had an 8.9 posi rear end
Okay,
out of a Camaro.
nice. So it'll do burnouts.
Yes.
Sweet.
And I don't have to worry about the rear end kind of braking because it's able to support the power that we have now for.
Still a lot of cool for. It's very left field. It's very different.
Yeah.
You know, and for a business, what a great advertising piece right here, just right on the side of the car.
I didn't have a billboard on my shop.
Right.
I had this.
Right.
There was no need to.
Is on the left side.
No. This is even cooler. If you show up at a shop to do window tint and something like this with the setup you got, you know, the car guys just be like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Really cool, man. Well, thanks for the education. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You're definitely
Thank
a
you.
very passionate person about mail trucks.
Yeah. You got to be able to know what you got to do to keep one running.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I love about coming to Caffeine and Octane. I mean, I'm a big nerd, but I always learn something here.
Yeah. And like a lot of people don't understand, there's a lot to them that you don't understand, being right-hand drive and all that.
Yeah.
Parts aren't off the shelf.
Right.
So,
But it's funny because with a Jeep that's right-hand drive, parts are off the shelf for those. And I found out recently, if you want to, in the States, you can actually order a Wrangler brand new right-hand drive if you wanted it.
the lady that I bought this from actually did that, and that was her second Jeep Wrangler that she had right-hand drive. She had a JK and a JL right-hand drive.
Well, years ago, when I was a kid, I had a neighbor that bought a Jeep Cherokee from the post office. It was a supervisor's truck that was right-hand drive, but she bought it because nobody wanted it because it was right-hand drive. She was like, oh, I just saved myself a bunch of money. I don't care what side the wheel's on.
Yeah, it's all that matters.
Pretty much.
So.
Hey, guys.
Hi, these are my friends.
This is a Daihatsu Terios.
Yeah, nice.
So this little Japanese key compact SUV. This is a family car in Japan. Is what this is. Freaking awesome. Oh, look at this. Oh, wow.
Up a bike rack, huh?
Nice. It really is. I mean, yeah, this is like the Corvette of a class. Yeah, it's one of the few modern American Grand Tours. It really, really is.
It's a gentleman's car.
It is a gentleman's car. Yes, it is. It's when you take to the country club and where you sit down with other gentlemen and do business.
You know, interstate and you're going 100 miles an hour and you think you're going 50.
Yeah. And it is kind of sad that this car didn't do as well, I think, as it should have, because this really avoided the market at the time, let alone now, for just long distance GT cars. I mean, this at the time was just as nice as any Mercedes you could
Well,
buy.
this car new was 80 grand.
I know.
In 2009.
In 2009,
That's
yeah.
a
It
lot
was
of money in 2009.
well, and people went, if I'm paying that, I'm buying a Mercedes. That's the problem, you know. But and a lot of people just this was an afterthought. They just looked past it, and I think that was a mistake, honestly.
And the V was 100 grand.
I know.
2009, that's a lot of money.
You were talking about an epic grand tour of the car. Oh,
Makes a nice sound going down.
I bet.
yeah, it does. I'll bet it does. It's a really nice car. I just haven't seen one of these in a long time. Because they didn't sell a lot of these. They didn't make a lot of them.
Right.
This doesn't blend in for shit.
Right.
4 cam, 4 valve per cylinder, variable valve. The starter is in the V of the block.
Yes. But this is not the North Star that North Stars. This one actually works. Because by the time this car came out, they'd finally gotten all the kinks worked out on this engine. And it's an epic car. It just goes, and it pulls like a freight train.
This is the only year they made this particular body style. It has a different front and rear fascia and the side vents.
Yeah,
Different interior.
yeah.
And they only made 653 of them.
That's why you don't see very many of them. And SL from this time period is a dime a dozen compared to this.
This was my jam before I moved to Atlanta.
Right.
And in the interior, they got the wood repainted too.
You know what else you can tell? Whoever has these people driving.
Yeah,
These aren't trailer queens. These are trailer.
I think they're all over there against the ball.
Dash in this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely no safety in this whatsoever.
Reed, you got to get in there and definitely.
Yeah, I know.
Wow, that is.
Oh, the lights. Oh, the lights.
I'll chase your tail light. I'll be under your skin, letting you go for a while. Then I'm taking you in, with fists like diamonds, a glimmer and punch.
Yep. Yeah. Well, and like that is what a when you think of reality shows, now that's actually real. Yeah. You know.